It's just a case here of keeping your head, picking it up, picking your moments.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग?
59 without loss.
स्कूल का वापस खुलना अपने साथ लाता है बीमारियों का खतरा। सिर्फ डेटॉल का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
अच्छी धुलाई, उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता, इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर। खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर।
जैज मंथली प्रीमियम ऑफर, मिलाओ स्टार 2000 हैश और पाओ 25 GB डाटा और 300 ऑल नेटवर्क मिनट्स सिर्फ 695 रुपए में।
चुप हो जाओ, चुप।
Let's have a comparison between the two sides in power play. 42 for one, mentioned 54.
And what umpires asked for a referral.
जल्दी गाइस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें, वीडियो को लाइक कर दें।
Surely has got some part of his hand onto the ball. Now is Ali Imran in or not? That's the big question here. That's the big question here.
Yeah, that will be a disaster. That's not good. He's in great form. Did he get a little touch on it? But the appeal suggests that he has, because he was straight away up and just appealing and pleading. This might give us a better answer. Maybe I think he did get a little finger on it. And that one went straight. There you go. The appeal suggests that he did get a touch on it. And is the batsman in? Wow, has he got the bat down? Has he got the bat down? I think, I'm not going to make a decision here. I'm going to leave it to the third umpire.
Now he didn't really, he planted his bat. He did not drag it in. But is it grounded at the point of impact? He looks in trouble if the bowler has had touches. Well, maybe inconclusive, not out. Well, he's got so much timing on that and perfectly placing that behind the square on the offside. Sometimes space on the ball isn't really your friend as a bowler.
This is a beautiful cricket shot because he's used that pace, but he's known exactly where he wants to position this square cut off the back foot. He's no doubt played it late, almost behind him, and that's what's allowed the ball to find the gap.
A touch player, this guy, Imran.
Like the look of him, work out.
He's just talking about Ali Imran, how good he is, and that shot that he played for a maximum. Didn't really get an opportunity in PSL to open for any of the franchises, represented a couple of them. National T20 did allow him. He used to bowl medium pace, but doesn't bowl anymore.
Well, if he carries on bat like this, he doesn't really need to bowl because it looks really good, looks very compact, very organized. And I'm really surprised that if he's been around and been part of the few franchises or couple of franchises that they have not seen the talent or they've not played him. I think this tournament, we saw him the other day also, he scoring run. Yeah, it's very, very good. It's very good, without a doubt. 8 gone, 67 without loss.
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे, साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज़।
हेलो हेयर एंटी डैंड्रफ शैम्पू प्लस कंडीशनर। इसमें मौजूद मिंट और टी ट्री ऑयल डैंड्रफ और ड्राई स्कैल्प को ट्रीट करे और बालों को रिफ्रेश। मीट द न्यू यू।
मचा दे धूम।
Yeah, the blue line, that's Mirpur Royals, is always ahead of that green one, and Bagh Stallions need to drag it down if they want to get them back into the game. Down the wicket. That's a clean hit. He's gone sailing to the right of the commentary box. Ali Imran is surely meaning business here.
Another classic shot. So often batsmen will look to target the first ball of an over from a bowler, and he's right down, he's right to it. Head down, good follow through, no turn. If you're there, you can look to free those hands and arms and hit through the ball. He's done exactly that. Good start to the over. Excellent follow-up. The stage of the innings, you don't want to get too greedy. Keep chipping away. They've set up the over beautifully now. 7 with 4 remaining. But it was at the stage here where the Stallions started to accelerate. Brilliant. That's the sort of fielding we've been asking for. And need that urgency. Good encouragement there from the keeper.
I think the Stallions were a little behind at this stage. What about this one? What about this one? Another one out of the park. Sixes are coming thick and fast.
He's got that hungry look in his eyes, and what an opportunity here for my son. It's not just all about this sort of shot, it's the cricket that he's played and the intensity and the energy that he's brought to this innings. I've always seen a little star here in the making in terms of this tournament. Just look at that intensity, it's good. You just feel that he's in the zone there. Knows what he wants to do. So a little critical little moment this night. You can get a bit too excited, carried away. There's a lot of balls, a lot of cricket here. This is about the team right now. It's not about where you are. They've got 190 to chase down. There's plenty of cricket to come. No. But he's got away with it. It's down the ground. Not always going to be perfect in your execution, as long as he just stays good in his thinking. And it's been a good Mughal steal. Strong partnership. 81 from 53, that's good shooting. And that's played square again. Don't err on your lengths, and what a good over now. It's turning into 18 from it. 9 gone, 85 without loss.
स्कूल का वापस खुलना अपने साथ लाता है बीमारियों का खतरा। सिर्फ डेटॉल का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
Hello Hair Shampoo Plus Conditioners. Meet the new you.
Introducing Fruity and Sparkling, the real fruity spark.
They're 19 ahead at the moment. 85 for no loss. And Bagh Stallions had lost 2 wickets at the same stage. So everything going correct for Mirpur Royals. Darrell's favourite team. No wonder you picked the best side in the tournament as of now.
Yes, Sikandar, as of now. I've just got a liking for them. I'm a big fan of Malik's cricket. They got Wasim there as a mentor, and just there. You saw they called for a drink. With it would have come a message at the right time. 9 down. You can get a bit carried away now. That's my concern. You can see it change 1 or 2 careless shots. And they've been in. They're feeling the heat. It's energy sapping. got to now. This is about the mental approach right now. These next 5 overs is more about that approach and reading and feeling where the game's going than anything else.
It's a brilliant drive, and the fielder's done well at short cover to take the pace off, but they still come back for 2. Umar Amin will have to really think out of the box somewhere because they're just racing away with the game, these two.
This pitch seems a lot better now, Darrell, isn't it? It's coming onto the bat nicely. These two youngsters, they're enjoying themselves.
They are, and you can just see in their attitudes, their intensity, and this is why, and we've repeated it so often, why sides would want to be batting right now. And we talk about the outfields, but I think Nick Compton mentioned it in a pitch report where you just get that bit of moisture on the surface, and that just allows the ball to skid on. It's a tough ask for a bowler, isn't it? Are you praying and hoping, or you got to really be aggressive here, Wacko, now, and back your skills, or you're just going to not fight the batsman? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the right word. Don't fight the batsman. If someone's in a good nick, or if someone's playing really well like these two at the moment, don't try something, you know, out of the box. Just do your best. Just stay simple, because these guys are going to really punish you if you try something different or you try to impose yourself on the batsman, because they are already imposing themselves on you. Just try to just bowl those dot deliveries and try to create a pressure and then hope that he'll make a mistake, which doesn't seem to happen right now. They're both very comfortable at the crease against the spinner as well as against the pacers.
But would you include a bit of variation in that? Well, you're saying it's not, don't now suddenly think you can bounce him out. Don't now suddenly think you can try something outrageous. Just stay within good, simple skills and try and apply that pressure. You win in the battle if they're getting one. It's about not giving away unnecessary boundaries through bad mistakes and enforcing yourself.
He has to bowl that again. Got away with the one earlier, a couple of balls ago, but this time kind of scared.
It's not about trying to find that magic delivery, is it? Is that what you're saying? Just stay within your disciplines and just keep hammering away.
You tell me, Darrell, can you find a magic delivery on this surface? I guess not. It is difficult. It's not going to be a magic delivery there. So just stay in the zone and hope that they will make some mistakes. The door might open, there will be a wicket or two, and then you can put pressure on. Like that is a good delivery. That's a change-up ball. You can do these sort of experiments, but if you try to force them, they'll force back on you because they're playing really well. See, that was a good one.
I had to ask the great man the question because it was a discussion we had off air, and it's just wonderful to hear from how he would approach these situations, and it's just absolute words of wisdom one can take back as a player, as a coach. Don't fight the batsman unnecessarily.
Most of the time fast bowlers are on top of the game because they get more opportunities. They got 6 deliveries to bowl at you. You get one, maybe, you know, one good delivery can just make you walk back into the dressing room. So the bowlers have more chances. But the thing is, if the batsman is in zone, and you know that nobody knows better than you, don't fight him because he's seeing the ball like anything, like a football, they say. And he'll smash you anywhere he wants when he's in zone. So when a batsman is in his zone, so just don't try anything different. Just keep yourself calm. Maybe talk to your partner at mid-off or mid-on. Try, ask him to help you out, because someone standing at mid-off, like when I was bowling, I was very lucky that Wasim Akram. Now we'll talk further on that maybe in the next over. 10 gone, 91 without loss.
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा. गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा.
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत. सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज.
halfway point, and 91 for no wicket. I have to say that the Bagh Stallions, for all the efforts of getting up to a competitive total, there's a comparison there, 74 for 2, the Royals coasting at 91 for no wicket and making really easy work of it. Wickets are needed. Marina Iqbal, how are they going to do that?
Well, the Stallions are definitely running out of stride, and bowling options are not that much for them, but how about the batting of Imran and Hassan? They haven't given any chance at all. Few shy at the stumps in terms of run out, but so far they have been brilliant in this run chase. But still, game is not over. Equation is still difficult, but the good news for them is Amir Yamin is back and he's got a ball in his hand.
Well, at the same time, the Stallions were 74 for 2 after 10 overs. So they're well and truly ahead of the ball game here, the Royals. Another nice thing to look at is the DLS pass score. You can sit in the dugout and you look at that, you think, where are we in relation to the game? Well, the DLS pass score is 78. So if the rain came tumbling down now, and we don't want it to, the Royals would win comfortably.
This is big. This could be out. Put his neck on the line and did the right thing, diving forward. Never easy, is it? Really never easy. Tried to go for the wicket, which was needed, but all it does is just collect another 4 runs to this rampant Royals.
This is where the dentist has a smile. He thinks that he's going to be in business here. When a fielder comes running in and diving forward, it's gutsy. It's gutsy.
I'll tell you what's gutsy is Amir Yamin. He's back on a few ibuprofen and a few paracetamols. He had a sore hand, but got a crack to the wrist while he was batting and giving everything for his team.
Has he got enough? I don't think he has. He hasn't. There's the first wicket. There's the first wicket. And that's what it means. They feel this may be a turning point.
A sigh of relief for the Stallions now. Amir Yamin back. And he had to do it for his team. He's using the feet. Maybe yorked himself a little bit. Tried to club it over the offside. But found the guy on the boundary rope. And that's the first dent for Mirpur Royals.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have a look at his front foot. Absolutely fine. There's no worries about that. So he'll be absolutely delighted. Ali Imran, well, he continues his good form. Got his team off to a cracking start. 84 in the first game and now 47. 96 for 1. And that brings about the first wicket. Shoaib Malik comes, Ali Imran, he goes. Very, very well played, 47 off just 28 balls. It's now 96 for 1.
गए हमारा साथ और बच्चा चैन से सोएगा, बीमारी से दूर रहेगा.
डेंगू के खिलाफ पाकिस्तान की नंबर 1 choice, Mortein.
Introducing Fruity and Sparkling, the real Fruity Spark.
Hi, this is Sana Javed and I'm a big believer in Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. It exfoliates my skin properly to prevent and treat pimples, giving me my smoothest complexion yet. Just strive to believe it. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
मचा दे धूम.
Well, the Stallions needed that wicket, but the imposing figure of Shoaib Malik walks to the wicket. I stare in awe at those numbers every time I see them. 474 matches. Didn't think that was possible.
Off the mark easily. I have to say one thing. I think this is an opportunity now for the Bagh Stallions to really get tight, particularly after this wicket. He thought he got hold of it. It hadn't actually mishit many throughout this innings, and when he got hold of it, we all thought that was sailing for another 6. But this is what it means. A man who got hit on the hand early, he's come back, he's shown personality, courage, and he wants to get his team back into this game. Got the bit between the teeth, disappointing for Ali Imran.
Bowled again. He's in the game. He's in the game. We're going to have a look upstairs. You do feel that he got back, but this fella is in the game.
This tells what it means for him, Amir Yamin. That defines the character. He wants to take the responsibility, do something different for the team. He's up for it. Bullseye, but he's safe. Want to keep the batters right at the crease.
Talk about moments, confirmation of the not out. We talk about moments. I just feel, and I'm going to put my cricketing brain to the test here, that with the incoming show of Malik, they've got to make sure these men are on the single. He's the type of guy who likes to get himself in. They've got to be tight. Last time they weren't.
They kept a little bit low. Priceless dot ball. Good over, a successful one. 11 gone. 97 for 1. So the Royals, they're ahead of the game at the moment, but it's clear to see the acceleration that took place from the Stallions a little bit later on. Maqsood was brilliant in ensuring that they got to that 189.
Yeah, here's what we're talking about. No mid-wicket, men out, too easy an opportunity for a single.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Nick. All he does want to do whenever he walks out is to take singles, to rotate strike. And once he's settled down, then he can really craft that innings, that match-winning innings. So they've got deep mid-wicket. He's not going to slog right away. They've got long on in position. They can bring those two fielders in to put some pressure and ask him to play a false shot.
The third man's come up into the circle. Long off back. 3 men on the leg side on the boundary. Dot ball. Pace off. That required run rate now sits at 10.62 now. We know that players are more than capable of scoring that every over, but at what are you prepared as a batter? What are you prepared to let that go to? Are you prepared to let that go to 12, 13, 14? Because it can get out of hand very quickly.
Yeah, I think 12's a good number, isn't it? I think once it starts getting above there, you start twitching a little bit. The knee starts shaking a little bit, and you start firing up a bit early. I think they're still in command now. Got a man who's set, well set. Who stays a little low on that occasion. Interesting line he's chosen there. A little bit of bat on that with the short third man, and ball rollick away for 4. Lots of space out on the leg side. So with this field as a batter, you expect them to bowl straighter. You can see there the expansive space is a big boundary. You're thinking, and I think Shoaib may have just come up to, they saw them just having a little chat about, you know, if you get to the leg side, we can push hard for 2. That's his type of cricket. That gets him going, the captain. It's a big boundary.
And they're pushing hard, but no good fielding in the deep. That's all Bagh Stallions need to do. Just make sure they don't go for the big hits. In terms of batters coming in, they've got Imad Wasim who can hit big, Clark as well, Yasisha, and probably Shadab can hit big. But right now, They need Malik out there for as long as they can.
Right, so extra cover's a little tighter. He might be looking to save one. Otherwise, the men on the 30-yard circle are all hugging that ring, their heels against the circle. It's just keeping a little bit low from that end, isn't it? That's squatted and shot through.
HD, you did quite a lot of captaincy in your time. It's a sort of interesting stage of the game, to put it lightly. Current run rate 8 required going up to 11. They've got 2 experienced players. And what would you do here? Are you thinking about taking wickets or restricting runs?
Well, I think we've been very quick to say that the Royals, and I'm included in this, that the Royals are well on top here. And I keep looking at that run. That run rate's now over 11. And there's still a long way to go here. And, you know, when there's 3 or 4 overs left and it's at 11, I don't think you can panic. But when there's 8, 9 overs. So I don't think they need to be doing much different here. They just try and keep squeezing, get that run rate up to 12, 13, into the 12, 100 for 1.
What does it take to dream? To aspire, to be better every day. It takes vision, discipline, and courage to step into the light. To be a king.
Well, there we go. I tell you what, coming over from the UK to here, I've been hit by some heat. It's been good heat, but that's the Super Asia, Pakistan's leading home appliances, so I might be investing in one of those very soon. The more time I spend here, straight in my hotel room.
You can shop online. You could do that from the UK, maybe. Oh, belted. Belted. Only going to get one, but he middled that. I was just starting to feel that Hassan Nawaz had lost his momentum, but it wasn't him on strike. It was Malik.
Sounded sweet, but couldn't really found the fence. And Hassan needs to come up with some sort of plan with Malik. They can't afford many dot balls.
Yeah, now that he's on strike, we can have this conversation. Big partnership, 96. You lose your partner, and suddenly you lose your rhythm. Now, there's another discussion taking place here with Shoaib Malik, and you just wonder what's being said. If it's like, look, just relax. You don't need to find the boundary. Let's just rotate the strike. Maybe you'll get a bad one hit for 4, but you're trying to hit everything. You're squeezing the glue out of your handle here at the moment.
Even he needs to realize that when he was timing well, the ball was new. Now it's getting older, it's getting softer. So you have to change your momentum, you have to reset yourself according to the situation and pick your areas to score.
There we go. One down the ground. It's amazing what a single does now when the run rate sits at 11. A single sees the run rate go up.
Yeah, and what I loved about the previous delivery was just watching Captain walk down to his younger player, and you see him nodding, going, and you know what he was trying to say there. Just chill out, get me a single. And it was interesting because that shot that was bludgeoned, 2 balls ago. I think that's where Shoaib's experience comes in. He knows he can't just stand there and tick away. He can see that his partner's maybe lost that rhythm. He maybe needs to get a couple of 4s, then it sparks a bit of energy, and back you go again. And that's the great thing about T20. It's not just about one guy. There we go. It's bludgeoned. Is it in the gap? It is in the gap. Taking it from the front is the captain. Shoaib Malik gets a 4.
And he's not going to hang around. If it's not coming into the boundaries, he will take the charge. He will take the risk. Shoaib Malik, he can easily pick the length. A lot of bottom hand into that one. Have a look at that. It wasn't a bad delivery, but he got underneath it. And one bounce over the fence for 4 runs.
There's just a slight bend of the knees, isn't it? Just to get himself a little bit lower to be able to get that bat underneath the ball, but he's taking charge, the skipper. Now, you'll only get one here. But he's definitely identified that he doesn't want to let this run rate get out of control. He's saying, I need a boundary or two every over here. I don't want to just settle for ones and then suddenly find ourselves needing 16 and over for the last two. And who says that sportsmen are not intelligent? Those mathematical equations that are going through their heads now, and there's no calculator in sight, but they work it out on the go.
Last ball for Yamin. He's come back well. A little bit of tap here and there, but he's got the important wicket. That is the important factor. Got the man out. Let's pick them back a little bit. And he finished well.
As soon as pace has been taken off the ball, Hassan Nawaz has struggled. He remains on 47, 13 gone, 107 for 1.
नीम और टी ट्री ऑयल का डुअल एक्शन पिंपल्स हटाए और स्किन को एक्सफोलिएट करे, लीविंग द स्किन परफेक्टली स्मूथ. गोल्डन पर्ल एक्टिव नीम फेस वॉश. लव योर स्किन.
स्कूल का वापस खुलना अपने साथ लाता है बीमारियों का खतरा. सिर्फ डेटॉल का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत.
Right. What has these last few overs done? That little worm has just crept underground for the first time. And has Shoaib Malik recognized that? Does he feel they need a few boundaries?
Yeah, this is where Maqsood, this is where he got going, didn't he? Took time to get himself in and accelerated really well in the back end. Team were sort of labouring a little bit in the first 10, but real injection of pace. The Mirpur Royals just need one good over here, don't they? Get themselves back up, get that run rate down.
Just be a single. Alex off strike. Right, I wonder what the message is here. I wonder if he says, look, it's time that you go. I'm in. I've got 10 off 8, it's fine, I can handle things, but now it's time you take it on and make sure you make contact.
It's a good old chat with senior player to junior, isn't it? You go, mate, you go. I've been on both ends of that, I have to be honest.
He's trying to go big, but the problem is that he's not keeping his eyes on the ball. Everything is going into the leg side. It's way outside off stump. You have to take charge towards the offside as well.
इस आईडी में आपको मिलेंगे काफी सारे गेम्स जैसे क्रिकेट, कैसीनो, तीन पत्ती, फुटबॉल और भी.
This will be out. This should be out and is. So Jamal gets a wicket. He struggled for the last 10 or so deliveries, but up until then, the innings had been a real good one from Hassan Nawaz.
Yeah, he did everything that was asked of him in the power play. Had a good partnership with Ali Imran. But he almost felt that he really lost impetus here, didn't he? He lost momentum, and, well, it might be a good thing that he's out, to be honest with you, because he was chewing up a few balls. But the youngster's done well. Hassan Nawaz played very well for his 47. 4 4s and 2 6s. That ends his innings. Caught him in, bowled Jamal. It's 108 for 2.
दें हमारा साथ, इलाज से बेहतर रहेगी मुकम्मल एहतियात. डेंगू के खिलाफ पाकिस्तान की नंबर 1 चॉइस मॉर्टीन.
एक्स्ट्रा ग्लोइंग ब्यूटी के लिए चाहिए कुछ एक्स्ट्रा. गोल्डन पर्ल ग्लो बूस्टिंग सीरम. व्हाइट, ब्राउन, स्पॉटलेस ब्यूटी. गोल्डन पर्ल ग्लो बूस्टिंग सीरम. लव योर स्किन.
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट, जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा. गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा.
अच्छी धुलाई, उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता. इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर. खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है.
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर.
What? Since when? I don't think so. Did you not watch the last series? He was carrying on like a big fool again.
Haris Sohail. So 98 matches. That's in his entire career. That strike rate needs to be better than that if they're going to win the game, or if he's going to win them the game. But Malik's on strike. Just for one.
Haris Sohail is a stylish left-hander. Loves to take time, but unfortunately that's exactly what's not available. And that's the wicket. He wanted to win after every single delivery. It just got tall on him. Again, looking to slog it into the leg side. And a good one for Jamal.
Yeah, it does mean a lot to them, which is really good to see. The Bagh Stallions, I mean, Maqsood was the player that got them up to the total, but there were some good contributions in that middle order. When we talk about contributions, this is going to have to be one of them. Sohail's going to have to go some. Even a 20 off 10, you know, 2 or 3 guys chip in type of
operation that took past, and how we need to just change our thinking process here. The Royals, I think they're getting a little nervy in the dugout. That run rate is nearly touching 13 now. And when it gets to that sort of number, it can get out of control very, very quickly. Couple of good overs here, and that'll be around 18, let me tell you. Couple of good overs. Stallions, that is. I'm sure this man has other plans.
Probably missed the chance. But so far, good bowling from the Stallions. They're trying to keep everything very tight, giving no room to Malik.
Keep looking at Shoaib Malik's helmet. He's played 472 games. You have a feeling his helmet's been there since the start, hasn't it? It's a nice shiny new gold when it started, and now it's a bit rustic, isn't it, HD?
I don't know, I reckon he travels around with more spray paint in his bag than he does cricket bats, because whichever team he plays for, he just sprays the helmet. He's played for a few.
He might have a collection.
That's very sweet. You mentioned stylish. That's what stylish is all about.
Yeah, that's one of his strong areas. He likes to clear that front leg and just play through the line if it's overpitched. It was a slow one. He picked it up early, just clearing that front leg. Didn't try to overhit it. Timing, that's his signature. Good one for Haris.
अच्छी धुलाई, उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता? इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर। खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर।
Introducing Fruity and Sparkling, the real Fruity Spark.
They needed that boundary badly. Haris Sohail dispatching it over extra cover for 6, but they needed that. That run rate was touching 13. It's now just over 12, so there's still a little bit of danger. Look at the comparisons here now. The Stallions just ahead. They were well behind after a wonderful opening partnership. Some big overs now. Some big overs in front for both sides. Straight down the ground. It'll only be one. It should only be one. It should only be one. That's good fielding.
Yeah, I don't know about that. HD, you're right. It was very good fielding. I think there was 2 there. Split the field nicely. Turn and go. Roman Rees just bowled the 1 over so far, and he went for 8 in his first over, so he'll want to continue that economy. Been impressed with the Stallions in this latter half of the innings, got their fields right. Left armour back on. Men out on the boundary in the leg side, as you would expect, angling into the left-hander.
Roman Reis has been expensive, even the previous game as well. But right now, if anyone can contain some runs, it's him. Has ample experience, a lot of varieties, but he has to be spot on. Malik and Haris Sohail won't be hanging around. They'll need one boundary at least in every over, and they've got some options. They've got two men on the front. Umar Amin having a lot of conversations with the bowlers as well.
Oh, he's going to get four. He's going to get four. We're going to call them fortunate runs because it's a little inside edge, but he was certainly looking towards that short side.
जब आप इन ड्राइवर से कैब लेते हैं तो कुछ डिफरेंट
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. There's two men up on the leg side. You've got short fine leg and square leg. See what he's trying to do. Good thinking from the bowler, going wider and wider. And he's got lucky, but you need a little bit of luck. Shoaib will, he's been the brave man, and he'll take four for that.
Just have a look at that. They've got person just right behind square on the boundary. They've got deep cover on the offside. It has to be outside off them.
It's not outside off. It's not outside off. It's gone over mid-wicket for six. It's the length that was wrong. I liked your thinking. I didn't like his.
But watch this. Watch the little shimmy onto the off stump. Yep, there he goes. He knows where the ball's going to go, and he knows where he wants to hit it, and my word, does he do it. Yes, he gets the length, but he steps right outside off stump. It's very, very clever thinking from the captain, taking this game. There we go. A little shimmy, and boom.
Well, thinking is one thing, but execution is what that matters. And if you err a little bit in front of Malik, he's going to punish you. A lot of changes again. Umar just coming back into the circle at the point area. And they've pushed the square leg back. Now it probably has to be more straighter. Can he execute well? Has to be fuller, probably so, cutters. With the length, where is it going?
Four again. He looked Yorker. He looked Yorker. He didn't do much wrong. But the line is in and around leg stump, and when fine leg is up in the circle, it's awfully dangerous. But Shoaib Malik is doing Shoaib Malik things here.
Why change anything? I suppose the length could have been a bit better. Took pace off it. But instead, he's changed everything there. He's gone quick. He's gone full. Got men up on the offside. You only have to get a little bit of bat on it. So while he was a bit lucky, I think the odds were in his favour. You have to get a little bit of bat on it. So while he was a bit lucky, I think the odds were in his favour.
Oh, this left armour is expensive. 4, 6, 4. Slower ball one. He'll keep the strike, but a good over for the Royals. A real good one. They got that run rate down from 13 down to 11. After 15 overs, it's 134 for 2. And yep, it's time for a strategic timeout.
अच्छी धुलाई, उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता, इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर। खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर। अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज, तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे, साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ़्फ़ुज़।
New Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch, Set and Touch.
मचा दे धूम। गोल्डन पर्ल ब्यूटी क्रीम, हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं।
जैज मंथली प्रीमियम ऑफर, मिलाओ स्टार 2000 हैश और पाओ 25 GB डाटा और 300 ऑल नेटवर्क मिनट्स सिर्फ 695 रुपए में।
साथ इलाज से बेहतर रहेगी मुकम्मल एहतियात। डेंगू के खिलाफ पाकिस्तान की नंबर 1 चॉइस मॉर्टीन।
अच्छी धुलाई, उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता, इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर। खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर।
Introducing Fruity and Sparkling, the real Fruity Spark.
बाउंसर, खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर।
कैरमल के अंदर भरा चॉकलेट जब मुंह में पिघलेगा गिगल तो निकलेगा। गिगली एक्लेयर्स, चॉकलेट पिघलेगा गिगल निकलेगा।
स्कूल का वापस खुलना अपने साथ लाता है बीमारियों का खतरा। सिर्फ डेटॉल का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
जिगर जरा डुबकी लगा हो जाएगा
गोल्डन पर्ल परफ्यूम्ड बॉडी स्प्रे।
और जगह है तो चाहो जरा दिल को जगह।
Serum white, bright, spotless beauty. Golden Pearl Glow Boosting Serum. Love your skin.
ट्विस्टर के ऑरेंज फ्लेवर से मिले मस्ती को नया ट्विस्ट, अब बहुत से मजेदार फ्लेवर्स में भी।
The strategic timeout has been taken. It's given both sides the opportunity to discuss how these remaining 5 overs will be played. The Royals needing 56 to win from 30, and they're in touch with that run rate required at 11, just over 11. And they're presently at a 9 with 2 experienced players. And Shoaib Malik at the crease, 28 from 15, busy with a little cameo here. Haris Sohail is new to the crease but got 8. And it should be a very exciting last 5 overs. Here we go.
Yeah, the last over, which was very expensive, have tipped the scales in favor of Mirpur Royals. I thought Amir Jameen and Amir Jamal really bowled well. From the 11th till the 14th over, handed the control back to Umar Amin, captain of Bagh Stallions. The last over has really tipped the scales.
Majid has been very good. These are tidy figures, and Malik there just opting to drop it in on the leg side, and it's allowed him to get 2. Showing some excellent cricket skills here. He knew the moment that it had left the bat that 2 was on the cards, particularly when you run that first one hard. Wacko, where do you see the game going? Who's your money on?
Well, till the time Shoaib Malik is at the crease, my money is all on Mirpur, because he reads the game really well, and the way he runs between the wicket, he knows how to get this sort of total. This is checking if the bat was just over the line or not, but Haris Sohail did well. Checking if the bat was just over the line or not, but Haris Sohail did well. So the Stallions need to see Shoaib Malik's back if they want to win this game, because so the Stallions need to see Shoaib Malik's back if they want to win this game, because things can really go in Mirpur's favor.
Run perhaps been short, so it's Malik back on strike. And there we go again. Will he pick up the second? No, it's just found the fielder there. And Sohail, so he's the left-hander with the, it's best call him not, I wouldn't. For a left-hander, do you go down the ground over mid-wicket?
Over extra cover, because he's not a huge spinner of the ball.
But anything on the legs, if he comes quickly, just not very comfortable.
He's not a good sweeper of the ball anyways. Backing away. It was too good a hit for no run.
6 from the over, 1 leg by. 1 ball remaining. It's a big ball. Ali can strike. This is the one. This is the one. He just knows. Respect the bowler. That was a brilliant ball. Good over. Yeah. 16 gone, 141 for 2.
उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता, इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर। खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर।
जैज मंथली प्रीमियम ऑफर, मिलाओ स्टार 2000 हैश और पाओ 25 GB डाटा और 300 ऑल नेटवर्क मिनट्स सिर्फ 695 रुपए में।
That blue line has got a bit lazy. It needs to perk up. Let's not forget that the Royals were 14 ahead where the Stallions were in terms of the power play, but the Stallions got to that 10, 11th, 12th over and they accelerated nicely. But right now they're right in a similar position. The Stallions, though, had crept ahead. After 16 they were at 148 for 4. The Royals 141 for 2. He's the man. He's bowled 2 for 25, been a touch expensive. He's back. Down the ground, powerfully. There should be 2. Malik wants to. Wise decision. Good pickup. It was. Great release to the ball at pace. Got rid of it, got it out the hand, got it back to the bowler.
Yeah, big thump the ball, Trevor, quickly. And the fielder server was anticipating it, was onto the ball in a flash, saving a run. Every run is vital from here on.
This game is getting interesting. Wonderful delivery. Roman Reis's bowling analysis might say that he's gone for a few runs, but he's been superb. Few inside edges, few boundaries gone. But to the left-hander, look at that. That's where you need to be. Don't give any room. Don't give batsmen any width. Just stay there and mix it up with the slow delivery.
Yeah, that dot delivery was a gold dust. He has to repeat it to bring pressure on the batsman. That's good. Good variation.
Showing excellent skills there. And with every dot ball and No boundaries. That run rate required just creeps up rather dramatically. It's now 13.5 runs required.
And last two deliveries must have brought some pressure on Shoaib Malik. How he's going to react. In need of a boundary in this over. Mirpur Royals.
Well, T20 cricket, that's what it's all about. Just bowl a couple of good balls, the pressure will build, and maybe the big hit is coming, or maybe a wicket coming, so we don't really know, but that's the beauty of the game. Umar Amin hoping that they'll get Shoaib Malik his wicket. That's wide. Definitely wide.
Can't afford any extras, not in this situation. What about him looking Malik to take it as deep as possible, surely? And do they have some more reserves in the middle order there?
They have a couple of powerhouses in their lineup. Yeah, I agree with you. Malik has to go deep. He has to be there till the last ball is delivered. He's got the ability to snatch the game away from the opposition. He reads the situation very well. Oh, that was brilliant. Brilliant. Bowler was unlucky, and the batter, Shoaib Malik, was very lucky that the ball didn't hit the off stump.
Well, the luck is not with Rumman Reis, because this was a magic delivery. Just swung in a little bit, he wanted a little bit extra swing, but just missed the off stump. Very unlucky.
Yeah, that movement at the last minute away from that off stump saved Shoaib Malik. Holding his nerves in this over, Rumman Reis.
Malik goes long, he goes deep, straight to the man, a deep mid-on, and he has put it down with it as he put on the match. Straight in, it should have been taken. Hassan Raza, the fielder here.
Yeah, another good delivery, a little fuller, didn't allow Shoaib Malik to just go over the top. Flat and nice and straight, good height. He had enough time to just judge this catch. I think he just missed out on the pace. He didn't really know how quickly that ball was coming at him. Big catch gone down. Big opportunity missed.
Yeah, not the right technique. His fingers were pointing towards the ball. And the ball actually hit the ridge in the palm. Costly miss. Oh, again! He drops it again. 2 in 2.
You don't seldom see this. Best in the wicket potentially is gone. The over's finished. 146 for 2 after 17.
अच्छी धुलाई, उजली चमक कौन नहीं चाहता? इसीलिए मंगाती हूँ बाउंसर। खर्चा कम है, धुलाई में दम है।
नया बाउंसर वॉशिंग पाउडर।
स्कूल का वापस खुलना अपने साथ लाता है बीमारियों का खतरा। सिर्फ डेटॉल का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
A dramatic 17th over. The Stallions had 2 bites of the cherry. It could have been Malik. It could have been Sohail out. And the same man, Hassan Raza, back-to-back balls, dropping both of them. Gosh, that's got to be demoralizing for any team. Can they compose themselves, get it all together again, put it behind themselves?
Although 2 catches were dropped, but still was a good over. If you talk about, in the parlance of the game, bowled miserly.
This is big. That sounded so sweet. Oh, you don't take your catches. And then you see that, the very next ball. That's got to really hurt. 56th of the tournament.
Yeah.
Now that's painful. That's really painful. Both these batsmen should have been in the hut, back in the dressing room, but no. Stallions have given the chance and they're just cashing on now. Mirpur.
Well, Jamal has bowled really well before this delivery. He's been relying on those cutters and slow deliveries, and he's been pitching the ball outside the off stump, away from the batsman. But this time around, back of the length, aiming at the stumps, disappeared. Again! It's Haris Sohail doing it for his side.
Just telling us that he's not only an offside player. How about this?
What a wonderful hit. That is massive. Clearing his front leg and just swing of a bat, and that ball sailed away. What a hit. That's game for you. Heads are going down for the Stallions. He's dropped 2 catches. He doesn't want to look at that. I can understand. It's very painful.
And the salt has been rubbed right after that. 2 sixes of the first 2 deliveries. Pressure has ramped up on this young man.
He'll push hard. There's only one change in the pace. Introducing a slow ball. That's 13. 3 remaining. Will Shoaib Malik just take a deep breath and look to push it down the ground, or is he now going to set himself up to take advantage of this bowler who's had a poor start?
We saw a couple of big sixes. What about these 2? First one, very comfortable and a good height, and same again. He was running on that occasion, but the comfortable height it was. Just butterfingers, I can say. Just nervous. It came straight away on the very next ball, so he wasn't really expecting that.
Shoaib goes straight, goes long. As eventful as the previous over was, this is proving to be even more. 19 from it, and now the Royals have got to be believing that this match is theirs.
Oh, he's such a player, Shoaib Malik. If you err with your line and length, he's going to take a huge chunk of you. He's looking for a place to hide. Hassan Raza.
Oh dear, this cricket is a cruel game, isn't it? It's sometimes you don't really know what to do. As a bowler, we spoke about it, Darrell, that when it's your day as a batsman. And suddenly 2 catches went down, and things have turned around in, 4 deliveries.
25 from 14. Shoaib goes on this occasion. Will it get to the fielder? It has, and brilliantly taken. This could be, if we look back on this match, the winning moment for the Stallions. That's how it's going. One moment it's the Royals, then it's the Stallions, and this deserves another look. Rahman Raiz, the bowler, taking it. Was that an error? Was that an error at that particular moment from Shoaib Malik? Oh, this will give them a moment to just take a deep breath, get together, the Stallions, and put what's happened behind them, because that was a big moment.
Yeah, excellent innings from Shoaib Malik. 42 from 24 deliveries. Change the complexion of the game. He's walking back. It's 165 for 3. 24 deliveries. Change the complexion of the game. He's walking back. It's 165 for 3.
खर्चा कम है, लेकिन धुलाई में दम है.
नया.
खर्चा कम है, लेकिन धुलाई में दम है.
नया.
जरा दिल को जगा, जिगर जरा डुबकी लगा, हो जाएगा टी टाइम बना.
All excitement here. It's allowed though with Malik's dismissal for Sohail to be on strike. Carved through the offside. That will bring a single. Takes Sohail back on strike. Akhlaq, the new batsman. With 18 gone, 166 for 3.
जैज मंथली प्रीमियम ऑफर मिलाओ स्टार 2000 हैश और पाओ 25 GB डाटा और 300 ऑल नेटवर्क मिनट्स।
सिर्फ डेटॉल का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
Two remaining, 24 from 12, and let's just go back to the last wicket. Shoaib Malik, that's such a good over. Decided to just push it that once more, never got it. Timing wasn't there, cries of catch it, and he's done well. Yeah, that's a good take. It's given the Stallions a chance. A new bat at the crease, but importantly, 2 remaining. You have Sohail on strike.
Well, this is going to be a big over. Ruman Reis, a smart bowler, and we saw Shoaib Malik when he got out, he was talking to Akhlaq and giving direction to Sohail also. I don't know what they were talking, but you know, when you need 24 of 12 balls, you have to sort of keep going. You cannot really afford to just rely on singles until you need boundaries. So can Ruman Reis get a wicket or maybe just bowl a couple of dot deliveries?
Goes, he looks to pick it up. Has it been enough? Yes, perfectly placed. First delivery, picks up a boundary. That will give the Royals a bit more confidence.
Yeah, first delivery, gone for 4. That's a good beginning for Akhlaq. He can really talk the ball. Yeah, talking about the penultimate over, what we saw in the previous game, where Umaid Asif was taken for plenty. That changed the game. This is going to be crucial. He has to hold his nerves. Ruman Reis.
Not out. Slow ball, good option. Change in the pace. So they don't want to leave too much to do they? Come the last over.
Well, in a modern cricket, modern days, white ball cricket, T20, even 19 is not safe. So the idea here for Ruman Reis is to pick up wickets. If he picks a wicket and have 2 batsmen and new batsmen at the crease, then maybe 12 might be enough, or maybe 10 might be enough. But at the moment, I think Mirpur is still winning this game.
It's the matter of holding your nerves. Oh, that's well bowled. Clever. Keeping his wits about this game in a pressured situation. Ruman Reis. This is turning out to be skin-tingling stuff, isn't it?
It's been the beauty of this tournament. Every game has been a hard-fought match. We've been treated with some excellent cricket, some good ball striking. It's just great to see the bowlers backing their skills. But it's Sohail now. All eyes on him. 18 needed, 6 off the over. Balls remaining 8 in this match. Big boundary or 2 is going to have to play its part. May have dropped it, but importantly, it's a dot ball.
That before this delivery, Haris Sohail had a nuance, glance at the field placing. He was weighing his options. But Ruman Reis once again bowling with the right idea. Execute that idea to perfection.
I don't think he was aiming to catch that. It was a very casual way of sort of stopping the ball. He's got one more delivery to go bowl, a big delivery, a very important delivery when you talk about this game. They need wicket. If they can pick up a wicket, bring a new batsman at the
लास्ट
crease.
डिलीवरी से पहले यहाँ पर रुमान रईस के फिंगर में थोड़ी सी तेज बॉल आके लग गई है, जिस वजह से अब उनको नेक्स्ट बॉल डालने में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। 7 बॉल में 18 रन गाइस, काफी ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग मैच हो चुका है गाइस, बहुत ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग मैच हो चुका है। पब्लिक का भी रिएक्शन आप देख सकते हैं, मैच में एक्साइटमेंट बढ़ती जा रही है गाइस। लास्ट ओवर डिसाइड करेगा मैच गाइस, मे बी लास्ट बॉल तक मैच डिसाइड करेगा कि मैच कौन जीत रहा है गाइस। गाइस आप हमारी चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें, वीडियो को लाइक कर दें, स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर दें, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करें, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमारे स्ट्रीम को शेयर करें ताकि हमारी हौसला अफजाई और हमारी मोटिवेशन और हम इसी तरीके से कंटेंट आपके लिए लाते रहें। लास्ट बॉल पे एक सिंगल आ चुका है गाइस। अब लास्ट ओवर में 17 रन चाहिए मीरपुर रॉयल्स को ये मैच जीतने के लिए। हारिस सोहेल एक अच्छा रोल प्ले कर सकते हैं, मुजफ्फराबाद टाइगर्स हल्का ना ले हारिस सोहेल को, एक अच्छी लाइन और लेंथ को बरकरार रखे।
दें हमारा साथ, हर बच्चा चैन से सोएगा, बीमारी से दूर रहेगा। डेंगू के खिलाफ पाकिस्तान की नंबर 1 चॉइस मोटी।
गाइस यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी लाइव स्ट्रीम की प्रॉब्लम हो गई थी, लेकिन मैच कंटिन्यू हो चुका है और आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर ये क्या हुआ मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही, लेकिन एक बॉल डॉट हो चुकी है, एक बॉल पे सिंगल आ चुका है और शायद से विकेट गिरी है गाइस। यहाँ पर शायद से कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है कि रनआउट वाला सीन हुआ है गाइस। यहाँ पर देखना ये होगा कि क्या सीन हुआ यहाँ पर गाइस। डिसीजन इज पेंडिंग, अब पता चलेगा कि गाइस क्या डिसीजन आता है यहाँ पर। चलिए गाइस, थोड़ा सा स्ट्रीमिंग सॉफ्टवेयर प्रॉब्लम कर रहा है जो लाइव स्ट्रीम जहाँ से चल रही है, लेकिन होप सो के लास्ट ओवर पूरा कंप्लीट हो जाएगा गाइस। चलिए गाइस, लास्ट बॉल पे 12 रन और इस तरीके से बैटिंग टीम बॉलिंग टीम यहाँ पर इजीली जीत चुकी है मुजफ्फराबाद टाइगर्स, और ये मैच यहाँ पर एंड होता है गाइस। अगर आपको हमारी स्ट्रीम पसंद आई तो स्ट्रीम को लाइक कर दें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और आगे हमारी स्ट्रीम को शेयर ज़रूर करिएगा।